Welcome to the course on ethical hacking. As part of the lab exercises, we'll see three simple softwares for SNMP. The first one is Nsauditor, which is a network security auditor program. Then we'll look at SNMP Scanner, and then we'll be looking at SNScan, which is version 1.5. Now, this is a free software that you can use in order to check the IP addresses on your network and how many devices do you have which are running SNMP itself. Now you can search for different ports on it. You can justify the name for it, the community string, or if you have multiple names, you can browse the list and add it over here in a text file. If you want to randomize the scan, you can do it. Even you can search for the timeout in between the scan intervals. So it really depends what's your subnet and how many IP addresses you would like to add, and you want to scan. Once that's done, you can click on this button, or if you want to add the complete range of it, you can enter the range from here, for example from 1 to this one, and click it over here, so the entire range would be selected, where it would scan for any possible SNMP devices on the network based on the ports that you have selected over here. As you can see, there is an output. I selected a network range over here, then I scanned for port 161 on a public network, and it showed me all the printers and the devices that I have on the network which are responding to that. So with the help of which we can know the actual status of the devices which are there on the network. You can see there is a Dell laser printer over here, then we have HP Ethernet devices and a Linux device on the network. So it would pull all the devices that you have on the network. Now next is SNMP Scanner. That's the second tool that we have. Like the other tool, we can select the range of the IP addresses over here. We can enter a list, or we can select /24 or 27, depends what's the size of your network. The community, whether it's local or if it's on the domain, you can search for that. You can have a search string for that, and once we'll scan it, it would scan the devices and would give us a list of devices that it has identified on the network. Now here, as you can see, it has searched for the IP addresses. The IP addresses on which there was no response, you'll receive a output on it like no SNMP response received. You can export these results, and the devices which are found on the network, it would write the location of it, the contact details, uptime, the details related to their uptime, etc. Then the system name and the IP addresses, so you can identify and find out about the health of these devices. The last tool that we are covering in today's video is Nsauditor, which is a network security auditor. It has lots of features, and you can purchase the licensed version of it in order to get the maximum benefit out of it. Now, as you can see on the monitoring task, its network monitoring is running at the moment, and it's monitoring the traffic which is there on your network. On your system also, if you click on network monitor, you can see the ports on which it is communicating, the service name, module path, and rest of the other things, which gives you an overview of the system which is active at the moment, and the ports which are being used on this machine in order to communicate with the remote devices. Now, using the command prompt, if you want to access it, you can click on this one. It would open the command prompt, with the help of which you can pass certain commands in order to search for the devices and their health on the network. Further, if you'll click on the auditor itself, it would ask you for the range of the IP addresses that you have. Now, if I want to enter the IP address of my computer over here, and if I'll enter the IP address as I told you, and I'll press OK, it would ask me that what are the ports that I want to scan on this machine. You can enter the remote address of a remote computer or your entire subnet in order to scan the devices and their report on it. Once that's done, you'll find out that how many ports are open on your computer. It would give you a complete report, and the status is here that it has finished scanning, and that's the output of the report, which went quite in depth. It found all the ports which are open on this one, and you can further go scroll down and find all the security ports which are even required or not required in your infrastructure, which are open, so you can take appropriate actions for that. Then we have NetBIOS Editor. We have already seen it in the previous video. So I ran the command on this one by entering the range of the IP addresses over here, which is the starting range 129 to 133. So I have another virtual machine running on my network, which is Windows 11. So it gave me this report of it, that there are some shared folders available on the network, on the same network, and that's the MAC address of the computers, and the adapter details are also shown up here. Further, if you want to investigate on it, you can double click on the network computer on which it found certain things. So it would give you the details that these are the accounts which are there. This is the default username, the password length, maximum password age, and all those other details. It would also tell the disks and the user accounts where it is there. Workstation details, different workgroups, file sharing, and the details on the remote computer. Further, if you click on services, it would show the services which are running on the computer, any programs if it would be able to identify, group, hotfixes, runs, or URL. So all those different details can be captured of the remote computers from here. But if we'll see for Windows 11, it is also showing for that computer on the network that it has these built-in accounts, and these are the policies for that. You can even check for user logs and the details. Now again, on advanced network scan, we clicked on network scanner. Now it is asking us to scan for SYN, for FIN, for ping, UDP scan, and rest of the other things. You can select the target machine and scan it to get the details about the remote target computers. So on network scan, I provided the IP address of my current machine, and once you'll click on select target, it would ask you to select a target machine. So you'll select the target machine that you have over here, press OK, and once you'll scan it, it would scan and would tell you on the port scanner, since we are using this machine for penetration testing, you can check over here that we have tried earlier to penetrate in this machine, so it's showing the Trojans on those specific ports. Further, if we go to web proxy scan, it would ask us for the ports of it and would try to get the details of it according to the parameters that you'll pass over here for any specific website. In web proxy scanner, we can see that it is more advanced, that we can have lots of other details about the remote website. You can even check the CGI vulnerabilities on the remote computer. If you want to see all responses, you can click on this one, and if you want to scan for different ports, you can select the ports which are available. Now we scan limited ports initially. If we'll scan all ports, it would identify the remote website that we are trying to do any kind of active reconnaissance on the computer. You can even check for TCP ports, UDP ports, and rest of the things. If you want to check for MySQL on the network, you can click on MySQL Auditor, and it would check for the presence of it on the network. SNMP Auditor would again use the same protocol that we use, and if you have read about SNMP, you will be aware of Object ID, which looks similar to this one, in order to get the details of the remote systems, and it would get the relevant details about the network devices. This is remote procedural call. You can check that how many computers and which computers are accessing which kind of protocol and whether they are available on the network or not. Further, if we look down, we have Sun RPC Auditor as well. We can enter the to get the port specific or the target specific details on it. Packet filtering, we can select the actual computer that we are using at the moment. Then we can select the header of it. For example, if we want to match certain criteria on this one and when to stop it, it's just like we do it on Wireshark. Then we can even scan the adwares on it by the registry keys on a remote computer or a local computer by selecting it from here. And further, if you want to check the LM or anti-LM spider, which is the network authentication rhythm, if it is connected to the domain, it would get all the details and would display it over here. Now if you'll go to the tools, it has further information about the hot fixes which are required on a computer. You can ping remote computers, you can trace route, you can have DNS lookup, whois details, network task execution, remote services. All these details are usually used for passive reconnaissance. And then removable explorer, if you have a DHCP, post submit and finger, and we have used these finger and other things and enumerate the computers etc. in our previous video. If you want to get the statistics of the network, like the IP statistics etc., it would show you over here. ICMP statistics, then we have TCP statistics, we have UDP statistics, IP tables that we have on this specific network, remote net stat, we will practice it soon in one of the exercises, and then web log analyzer, like if we have any logs from the network, we'll be able to analyze it from here. In the utilities, it's talking about the interfaces that we are using on a specific computer, that how many interfaces are there, what are the network configurations of this machine or on a remote machine. You can find the details of all those computers. Then we have process monitoring, that how many processes are running on this computer and what are the details for them and the dependencies etc. You can even generate a report on it, as you can see that we generated some reports earlier, and if I'll try to open any of the details, it would give me a complete detail based on the IP addresses and the computers which are there on my network. It would tell all the vulnerabilities, whether they are high or low, and what kind of vulnerabilities are there, which you can search on CVE, the services which are running on my computer. So it would give you a complete detail of all the computers that you have on your network. Now if you want to define that what kind of statistics do you need, you can click on this setup and go to the speech options or the ports that you want to scan and CGI attributes etc. So it's all about how you want to configure it and use it for your own security monitoring and network monitoring etc. There are lots of features. It would require a lot of time to go through it. Just install it on one of the machines on your network and try to scan and try to get the real-time details of the devices which are connected to the network. I'm running it in a virtual environment where I'm scanning the computers which are connected to my VMware workstation. So I have 4 operating systems running: Windows 10, Windows 7, Windows 11, Server 2022, and a Kali Linux operating system which is currently active. So you can check all these details in the virtual environment. Make sure that whatever you're testing, it should be in a secure, controlled environment where you have full permission to run the commands and to check the vulnerabilities of the devices that you have on your network. That's it for today. Thank you very much.